Good morning, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka, I'm an empath, and I like to do these little videos and just little energy reports. I smell cigarette smoke. One of the neighbors are out. Anyway, I used to be a smoker. I try not to judge. I do judge. I judge in a good way and a bad way. You know, you're judging just as much if you say someone's well, they're not a very good person. Well, you're judging just as much when you're saying, wow, they're really decent. That's judging too. So are we going to judge none or judge? I judge people. It's a character defect. I do it less. I try not to. You know, I am a human. I am a spirit having a human experience. You know, we're just all kind of on a field trip. The birds are out today. My feet are in the dirt. Feeling super social. I just want to go out. Yesterday I was raring to go. Mom, let's go for a drive in the big red truck. Mom, tires are on. It's safe. We can actually, you know, I don't have to have an anxiety attack, you know. Driving it, thinking it's gonna, because I don't have a jack. I have a spare, but a jack, and that's just not a scenario I wanted to play out. So now the chances of it happening are less. Not, you know, they're not all removed because tires can freaking, you know, tires are tires. They're, you know, they are their own little cycle of life. Even rubber has a shelf life. Anyway, what else? I was thinking a lot of, anyway, so when I was going out yesterday, you know, I went downtown even and took some pictures, walked around the park, and his mom didn't want to go. She went for a little ways, and then she was ready to come home because Sass wasn't having a good time. So Sass not having a good time, Mom's not having a good time. Anyway, so I started thinking, and I'm like, you know, it's just real super hard to make friends. It's something I've always struggled with, you know. I've always wanted that one best friend. My person. They talked about that storyline. Sandra Oh was on Grey's Anatomy. They were best friends. That was their person. You're my person. You're the person I go to. I've never had a person. I've been my own person, so I can't say that. I can't say I haven't had a person, but it just doesn't, you know. As much as people say, oh, you gotta love yourself first. No, yeah, and, you know, for a long, long time I didn't love myself. Now that I do, you know, it kind of just seems like it's a waste to just keep it all on me and Ma, you know. I kid. So, anyway, so I was been thinking a lot about looks, and I used to be attracted to people, like, just drawn to people by looks, you know, and they didn't have to be necessarily gorgeous. Just, they didn't have to look like everybody else. I just have a hard time with things that are just always the same, man. I don't know how other people don't. People get up, they drive the same way to the same place 5 days a week. They do the same things, you know, all that. They go home at the same time. They eat the same time. Heck, they go to the bathroom at the same time because everything's all the same. And it just freaking makes me nuts. I hated it so much to the point at one time that I freaking would create chaos just to, you know, because I didn't grow up with the same. I grew up with abnormal. I'm, you know, I'm not saying my childhood was worse than anybody else's. I'm just saying that I haven't met a whole lot of people that, personally, in real life, that have compared. You know, a couple, but not a lot. Most people, you know, their parents, and they go to school and they have their experiences, you know, and they're, you know, they're hurt feelings of kids being mean, and that's about the extent of it. Kids are real freaking mean, but I was a little bit different. I tell those stories in other videos, so I ain't gonna get into it. But what happens is my body, it was like my intuition always went by could always know what a person was about, what their representation was based on their energy, how they felt, and when I'd see women, you know, women or men or whatever, they were all to the nines and all put together and seemingly proper, but I'd feel that their energy field was freaking way off, you know. And then, I always got in trouble with pretty girls. I would do whatever pretty girls wanted. You know, I got duped a lot. But these are how you learn your lessons. Don't listen to, you know, pretty girls that act like this particular way, you probably don't want to hang out with them. Pretty girls that have this name, and I'll even go by, there's people by certain names that I just won't even know, just because I've just like the name Nicole. I've never met a person named Nicole that was a terrible person, that was just ruthless and malicious and evil. I just have never met him. Not to say that they don't exist. I'm just saying I haven't met him, and then, but there's also women with other names that I'm like, nope, don't want to know you because I've never met one that was good. Yeah, same kind of things. But I'm not telling you what is right for you, and you don't have to. But what I'm saying is, we all give us our own knowings. Give us our own. All we have to do is listen to ourselves if we know somebody's good for us or not. But I think what happens is people start getting lonely, and then they just start put up with stuff, and they don't care if people are good for them or not. I did that. That was my last relationship. I got close to 200 pounds. I was miserable. I was not happy. But I thought I was happy because I was doing the stuff that I thought I wanted to do. I was in a relationship, and I was, but I was still doing all this stuff by myself. All by myself. Still, I didn't find my person. And, people cover up. They feel so small in their inside sometimes that they spend a lot of effort, a lot of money, and a lot of energy into covering up how small they feel inside. They do. Overcompensating. I've overcompensated. Man, I've been so, because I'm the kind that, see, and I think that's why people just would rather not know me. Because I don't know why people don't want to know me in real life. They're so closed off. One of the things that Mom and I talk about, because I came home yesterday and I was just like, I don't know how to make friends. It's so hard. It's so hard. And then I listened to astrology, and I was like, oh, okay, the moon's going through. Oh, all right. Okay, explains these emotions. It doesn't take the emotion away. I got to look at the emotion, why that, and then like yesterday I went driving around a park, and I think about all the times that I've spent in parks with friends, Why don't you let that sustain you a little while until you make some, Marge, because you're going to make a lot of friends here, I just got to keep going to places that I like to go and maybe run into people that are like me, I was even thinking about going up and walking up, and I don't drink a lot of coffee these days. I was going to go up and get myself a cup of coffee, just black, maybe a little creamer, just to see what's out there, and then I look up and all the lines in the sky. This is kind of interesting. I had reading, a lot of people I know fought against, clean water at the water pipe, oil, and up in South Dakota, and they were so excited. 2 Native women have been elected into offices, and this, the governor is a female, and she's Native, and she's gonna help some things, but she's zigged when I thought she'd zag. She didn't do the right thing, and that's the thing, is people all have their inner compass of what's right and what's wrong, and people are coming into alignment, but the things that they're coming into alignment aren't necessarily going to be what we thought, and there's going to be disappointment and heartache and freaking, she's not even allowed on the, God forbid, I don't want to mispronounce, she's but the name of the reservation, because I don't know the language. She's Ogalaga. She's not even allowed on the reservation because what she's putting in policies to make it so people can't peacefully protest, and that is unconstitutional. It's against the Constitution. Why are you going to give bullies a chance to come in and be their bully? You had a chance, you had an opportunity to do the right thing, and people don't. I kind of think that's why I have problems with my spine in this life, because for the first part of my life I kept quiet because I had speech impediments. Mom said I worked real hard to get out of that, and then I had overcome a lot of obstacles in my life, and I've overcome them in other people. The ones that are are trying to keep people from prospering and furthering themselves in life, the hinderers, not the helpers, they're the ones that feel small. Maybe if you help them feel bigger and they feel better about themselves, that they'll be willing to help more people, you know? It's those that have been without that are the most generous. I don't, you guys, most of the world has it all twisted and wrong, but what are you gonna do? That's about all I got for the day. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.